Hey guys, welcome back to Winter Wolf's Den. Quick morning edition video from your host. Just wanted to bring some folks up to speed because you've seen King Z and I kind of gushing about The Last of Us, but I think the proof is finally in the pudding. We've got some numbers brought to us by HBO MAX. We first come across it over on Variety.com. Headline here reads, The Last of Us scores HBO's largest ever viewership growth for a drama from premiere to episode 2. I'll just give you guys a little bit of the read down here. After achieving HBO's second most watched series premiere in more than a decade, The Last of Us is now reaching an even bigger audience and breaking a new record for the pay TV channel. According to measurements by Nielsen, combined with first-party data from Warner Brothers Discovery, episode 2 brought in 5.7 million viewers across linear airings on HBO and streams on HBO Max. That marks a 22% increase from last week's record-breaking 4.7 million, a number that Warner Brothers Discovery later reported had already jumped to 10 million after 2 days of availability. For HBO, the jump from the initial premiere viewership to episode 2's debut audience is the largest week 2 audience growth for an HBO original drama series in the history of the network. I'm just going to wrap up here with these last two, and then you guys can check out the rest. The network also offered yet another update regarding the series' premiere's viewership, stating, and this is the good one, after a full week of availability, episode 1 is now tracking at 18 million viewers, up nearly 4 times from its premiere night audience. The immediate popularity of The Last of Us is unsurprising, as the drama series is an adaptation of a mega hit game. A lot of us knew that, a lot of us didn't. But I think the big takeaway here, guys, is what a lot of us have been saying all along about just being faithful to source material. We've got a show whose built-in audience was nowhere near the caliber or the quantity of a property like Game of Thrones, or, you know, that House of the Dragon got to enjoy, or the massive built-in Tolkien audience that Rings of Power theoretically should have been able to enjoy. But I think what we're seeing here, and I think these numbers don't lie, once the video game fans got a hold of The Last of Us on episode 1 and they had their, 5.7 million viewers checking in night 1, when word of mouth got out and it was so positive, it exploded to 4 times that number in a week. And then it experienced a massive 22% growth for week 2. So when we get these numbers again for the full viewership after a week of availability for episode week 2, I'm guessing we can expect something really similar. And we're going to see something, 20 million or north of that in terms of total viewership. And I think the point I'm trying to make here this morning is that this should be the model going forward. I think this conclusively puts to bed that when you hire competent people, when you focus on story and not any extracurricular messaging that occurs not on the screen, you get big numbers, you get return on your investment. HBO wasn't here to screw around with this show. They're putting up 20 million viewers for episode 1, which is what the Rings of Power got for their episode 1, with the massive built-in hype machine that everything Tolkien brings to the table. This show managed to do that without that built-in audience, and they're building something special here, and I think we can see that. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm really impressed by these numbers. Guys, let me know below what you guys think. If you're following The Last of Us, if you're looking forward to episode 3, if you've already checked out because maybe you found too many differences in the story already that King Z and your buddy Winterwolf here have not seen. But we're loving the show. But let us know below what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.